Hey guys, and welcome back to the Nerd Cave. Today we're going to go through my pickups for June 2024. I know it's a little late. Summer's been crazy. Just haven't had the time. So hopefully I'm trying to knock a couple videos out. So hopefully you'll see a couple of more videos coming your way within the next few days. So let's just jump right into it. We'll start off with my Amazon pickups. First up is Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. I like this. It was fun. My son really likes this whole series. So it's entertaining. Cool for the 4K. Not bad, not terrible, but just kind of like mindless entertainment. Can't really compare it to Godzilla Minus One if you haven't seen that. That movie is just awesome. This is just a popcorn flick, but a good one. Hope they make more. I do enjoy the series, so. It's just a little bit about the film and some of the special features. So next up, let me just fix the camera. Next up is a 4K steelbook of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I did really like the steelbook. I think there was a Blu-ray exclusive Walmart steelbook that kind of went along with prior Best Buy steelbooks that had that animation, kind of cartoon look to it. I don't have any of the previous ones. I have the Ghostbusters 4K Ghost Trap set that I think was Amazon from a couple years ago. So this is my first steelbook for Ghostbusters film, but I did like the art. Pretty cool. Saw this in the theaters, have not watched it yet with the kids. Plan to do that soon. I had some feelings about this when I saw it in the theater, so I want to give it another shot. I did like the previous one better, Afterlife. But this wasn't bad. Like a lot of people said, it kind of felt like an episode of the cartoon in a way. But I still enjoy the series, so hopefully that didn't kind of kill it. Next up, it was my birthday in June, so I got some items from the family from my wish list. So I will go through those. First up is the Oceans trilogy on 4K. So it's got Oceans 11, 12, and 13. I still have never seen Ocean's 8. Let me know if it's worth it. And that is an upgrade to my Blu-ray set, which I might keep since this is only 4K and digital. So I always like to have kind of Blu-ray backup. So I might keep this. Next up is Ghoulies 2 on 4K from MVD. This is their 4K Laser Vision collection line. They had skipped number 3 and they kind of went along with some others, but luckily they have released this one now. So I do like this collection. I'm trying to look while I'm talking, and I'm doing a terrible job at it, of where I have the other ones. No idea. Cannot find them in my shelf. But anyway, Ghoulies 2, the 4K. They've released Ghoulies 1. And I think, Cutting Class. I think there might be another one. I don't remember. But here's some of the special features. And here is the inside. I switched the artwork around. And I didn't notice this. And I do want to see if the other movies from that 4K Laservision line does this as well. When they're releasing this, so I got Ghoulies 2 back when it was just the MVD Rewind Blu-ray, not realizing that they were going to come out with the Ghoulies 2 on 4K. So I went ahead and returned it, and waited a very long time, but it finally came out. But when I switched the artwork, I noticed, the regular artwork has just you know, the same artwork you've seen. Oh, it just won't be. Let me stop being lazy here. That's the original artwork. That's the same artwork from the slip, right? You flip it around, and it says number 3. And when you flip it around, it gives you the MVD Rewind artwork, and it says number 53 in the MVD line. So I know a lot of people out there who collect this. Let me use Tommy Starr as an example. I know he goes ahead and he collects it for multiple lines, and I know he's invested a lot into collecting, like a lot of collectors do, on these numbered lines. So you're going to want to get number 53 of Ghoulies from the MVD Rewind collection, but you also want to maintain that collection for the laser vision line, right? So it's kind of annoying, but here I thought it was interesting that they did this. So I don't know what that means. It may mean nothing. Is this a Blu-ray and a DVD? It is a Blu-ray and a DVD. I guess what you could do if you wanted to, which I don't know if you would want to. As a collector, I can't imagine you wanting to do this, but just to maintain the shelf. No, you know what? That doesn't work because it doesn't come with a slip. Forget it. I was going to say maybe someone's going to put this in its own armory with the Blu-ray, and then keep the 4K armory with this. But again, if you're a collector, you're going to want the slip, so that doesn't really work. But anyway, I want to take a look at my other laser visions and see if they do that too. If the reversible artwork is the Rewind collection artwork. I don't see anything close to me, so let me know in the comments if you've noticed that or not. Okay, actually, I found Ghoulies, and the one I was missing was Swamp Thing. That was number 1. Okay, so Ghoulies. Let's see. Oh, see, there is no reversible artwork. Huh. That is interesting. So I wonder why they did that for Ghoulies 2. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. That's pretty interesting, though. I did not notice that. Anyway, that's Ghoulies 2 on 4K. Getting a little off track. I guess I can talk about this when I do my Kino pickups. But let me know how you feel about these sub-labels, right? So I'm excited about this 4K laser vision collection, right? But you're going to run into situations where you might have, if they start re-releasing things like Scream Factory does and slapping it on this label, you know, I think what MVD is doing now is releasing them together as Blu-ray for the retro line, for the Rewind collection, and then a separate numbered for this. What I've seen Kino Cult start doing, I've gotten a couple of new Kino Cults. There's a Kino sale right now, just plugging that. So if you want to go ahead, $4.99 and up, the summer sale. I think it's still going on as I'm recording this video. But I looked into future Kino Cult releases, and they're just re-releasing what they've already released on Blu-ray and slapping on that number. And I've noticed that for Antichrist, and I wonder, I think there's something else as well that I don't have the Blu-ray for, so it doesn't really affect me. So I might just give up on that line. You know, I might get Antichrist, but if I see that this is continuing and they're just re-releasing the 4Ks from previous Blu-rays and slapping that number on it, I think I might stop collecting the Kino Cult. You know, I was excited because I was starting with number 1, and let me see if I can maintain this. And those movies are kind of weird anyway, if you know what I'm talking about. They're just kind of odd movies that I don't really see myself watching, or if I do, watch a lot. So, I mean, maybe that alone I shouldn't even bother. But, you know, it's that numbered spine, man. It fucking gets you. Anyway, I'm going down a rabbit hole, so let me get back to my gifts. Next one up is the 4K of RoboCop 2. As I mentioned, 4K upgrades. This is an upgrade to my Scream Factory Blu-ray of RoboCop 2. Now, you know, I'm bitching and complaining, but I do really like RoboCop 2. I think the 4K will look awesome. I hate this artwork. So this will be getting sold. This has an updated 4K scan on Blu-ray plus the 4K. So I think it is a good upgrade. With Scream Factory, like I've said in the past, I don't need to upgrade when it goes in 4K. There's a number of 4Ks that are upgrades to my Blu-rays that I haven't picked up. Next up is the 4K of the RoboCop remake. I don't have this on Blu-ray. I ran around looking back when this was at Dollar Tree, because I would totally pick this Blu-ray up for $1 if I could. I don't hate this movie by any stretch of the imagination. I don't love it. I think it's an okay remake. It's hard to compare it to the classic that's the original RoboCop, but it's not terrible. So I do want to revisit it, and it's my birthday, so I don't have to pay for it myself. So there's that. I didn't go ahead and get any of the ask for the posters or second slips. Didn't really need that, although the artwork for RoboCop 2 was pretty sick for the alternate slip. Next up, and lastly, is a Synapse release. We are going to go quickly through some of the Synapse pickups after this. I did a prior video. I'll leave a link in the description below to that. But this film was one that was sold out pretty quickly during that kind of Synapse flash sale. And I did have it on my wish list. And the price dropped down also. So it wasn't quite as cheap as it was for sale, but it wasn't like the $40, $50 that it used to be. And I'm talking about the 4K of Suspiria from Synapse. And believe it or not, I've never seen this or the remake. Take a quick look at that. And the special features. So I was excited to pick this up, so I threw it on my list and I got it. So happy about that. So these are my pickups from Amazon, and I can't speak right now, and my birthday. So let me just push this off to the side, and I will go through the Synapse stuff. And again, I did a previous video for this, so I'll leave a link in the description below to that. I'll just quickly go through these. First up, Tenebrae. I was super excited that that was still available during the sale. Sorceress, which is a Linda Blair movie that may be a little risque. I haven't watched it yet, obviously. Basket Case 2. Basket Case 3. And this is when I realized that I don't own Basket Case 1. I think that is out on 4K from Arrow. So I'll need to add that to the list. I thought I owned it. Popcorn. And lastly, Just Desserts, The Making of Creepshow, which is top 5 favorite horror movies of all time. So I had to get that. And am I missing any upgrades? No, I am not. Okay, so last up are my Vinegar Syndrome Halfway to Black Friday sale pickups. I will leave a link in the description below to that video, so I will just quickly go through these as well. First up is Forgotten Gialli Volume 5. They just recently had a subscriber week sale, I think it was. So I just picked up more things from Vinegar Syndrome. Not too much though. I only think I got 2 or 3 items, to be honest with you. I didn't go crazy. Every day there was a different sale, but a bunch of movies for sale for a certain amount of money. Wasn't as good as their $10 sales like they were doing, but they were still heavily discounted. So picked up a couple that I missed during the halfway sale. So I guess I'll show that to you once that comes in. Next up is Dangerous Game. This is the cinematography line. This is number 5. I only have Red Rock West and this. I don't have any of the others. I don't know how I feel about this line. Some of the movies are kind of obscure. This one looks interesting. Madonna is in this. Oh, I almost knocked everything over here. Madonna's in this. Who else is in it? Harvey Keitel. So excited to see this one. And this looks exactly like Red Rock West in terms of the inside booklet. I mean, it's top notch for sure. I'm missing three or four, probably more than that actually, because I think they're like releasing these pretty quickly, which is like, I don't know, like if there was like one every couple months, but like this just came out a couple months ago and there's like 6 or 7, I think. Let me know if I'm wrong, in the line already. So they're gonna have to slow it down, or else I'm just gonna have to kind of bow out, I think. I'm not sure. Next up, from another sub-label of Vinegar Syndrome, is Sidekicks. I finally picked this up. I waited very long, right before I guess it was sold out. Waited for the sale to get this. Still kind of expensive at like 38 bucks. But I had to get this. I am trying to maintain this line as well. This is also number 5 in the line. I think I have everything but 6-string Samurai, which I picked up during this subscriber week sale. So now I'm like up to date on my my VSU line. Next up is Sweet Sugar. This I think was a new slip for that movie. I didn't have it, so I got both. Primal Rage. And last up is Madman on 4K, which is an upgrade to my Blu-ray. And I, for the longest time, wasn't going to upgrade this, but I got pressured. The numbers are running low on the collector's edition, so I pulled the trigger. I think it was also on sale during the subscriber week as well, but so I'll be throwing this in my eBay pile. So that's it, guys. These are my pickups from June 2024. Let me know in the comments below, what did you get during the month of June? How is your July working out so far? Mine is not great. We are almost halfway through the month. Oh, we're over halfway through the month. No, today's the 15th as I'm recording this. So about halfway through the month. I have 5 releases, so I'm getting a little nervous, guys. But I am going to Monster Mania, but that's not until August, so maybe I should kind of cool off in July. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys in the Nerd Cave.